Good afternoon, Prosper. I'm Grant Johnson, and this is the Pandemic Program, bringing you all you need to know for today from 6 feet away. A McKinney local and Walmart employee contacted the mayor of McKinney with an idea to create a drive-through COVID-19 testing center. The thought was to place it in the Walmart parking lot after hearing that eTrue North, a Dallas-based testing company, was looking to establish a drive-through testing center in the area. Within hours of the email being sent, an agreement was made to place the testing site at the grocery store located off of Custer Road and Highway 380. Tests are being conducted Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and in order to be tested, you must register online and pass a symptoms test. The company asks that residents bring face masks and a valid ID when being tested. Raven Trujillo was a 6-year-old from Burleson who died of a traumatic brain injury earlier in the year. Her family decided that they wanted to help others, so they decided to donate her organs to patients who needed them. Months later, they heard that a baby giraffe was going to be born at Raven's favorite animal sanctuary. They then found out that Raven's story would live on through the female giraffe after it was going to be named after the 6-year-old. Although the park is closed to the public, the Trujillo family was able to take a private tour to visit the giraffe named after their daughter. The cattle barn in Fort Worth is being put to good use during the coronavirus pandemic. It's now housing a medical mask recycling regional hub. Even though the CDC does not currently recommend reusing masks, Mayor Betsy Price wants to have the resources available in case a second wave of the coronavirus hits. The facility can recycle 80,000 masks a day, and the hope is that they will be used if stores and facilities run out. After hearing that this year's prom would be canceled due to COVID-19, some students decided to host their own versions of the dance. Gracie Hale covers the story of a few PHS students who decided to dance the night away in their living rooms.
Often known as one of the nights you remember forever, this year's seniors will have a different story to tell about their memory of prom.
Along with several other events that have been canceled for the class of 2020 due to COVID-19, seniors will hang up their prom attire unworn. However, some Prosper seniors have decided to make the best out of the current global situation and have taken the dance floor to their own living rooms.
It was like my last year, obviously, and so I wanted to do something to try to make it as normal as possible. Because obviously life is not normal right now, but I got ready and then I went downstairs and my whole family was here. And so we all just kind of danced and played music, and then I got to dance with my dad separately. And then my friends came over and we took pictures.
Seniors at-home proms are certainly different than what they had hoped for, but seem to be just as memorable in a different way.
So I'd hoped for an event that was with everyone that I would have graduated with, just to be with them one last time before graduation and just have a good time with everyone. But in other aspects, it was just as memorable because I got to be with my really close friends, which is who I would have been with anyways for going to prom. But being able to spend time with them and making happy memories with them at a time that's not so happy, as people would say.
Although the class of 2020 did not get their traditional prom, the pandemic has made these seniors' prom at home a night they'll truly never forget. I'm Gracie Hale, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Many people dream of throwing the first pitch at a World Series game or getting suited up to play in the NBA. These dreams could become realities for a few lucky winners. The All In Challenge is the newest fundraiser organization providing relief for COVID-19. For just $10, donors will receive 10 entries into drawings of their choices. Mark Cuban went all in to provide one winner a one-day contract to play with the Dallas Mavericks. Snowboarder Shaun White went all in to hit the slopes of Mammoth Mountain. More than 300 celebrities and athletes have gone all in to raise a total of more than $30 million for charities such as No Kids Hungry and Meals on Wheels. To check out the sweepstakes, head to allinchallenge.com. Bluebonnets are still in bloom despite their peak season being in April. Mia Matney took a trip to a bluebonnet field in Frisco for this week's ENN Selfie Spot.
Thanks, Grant. Today we wanted to show you a fun and safe photo opportunity for all ages. The bluebonnets at Zion Cemetery are in full bloom and are the perfect photo destination. If you come here, be sure to use the hashtag ENN Selfie Spot and make sure that you practice social distancing. Take care of all the flowers because they are our state flower. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Mia Matney, Frisco.
One major repercussion of COVID-19 is financial struggles for small businesses and nonprofits. Christina Folsom highlights a new website hoping to lend a helping hand.
At 1 p.m. on a weekday, these parking lots would normally be full. This patio full of families and students eager to learn at the town's music school. But this is not the current reality. Prosper Town Council member Marcus Ray recognized the struggle that shuttered businesses were facing and decided he wanted to do something about it.
Prosper has always rallied around individuals in times of need, and I wanted to create a website that pulled all the information together.
The website, local75078.org, was published with resources for nonprofits and businesses. It also features a guide for community members on how to support these businesses. Although Marcus is on the town council, he said it's just
independent. This is me trying to connect and network people together to help each other.
Ray has networked businesses from across the town, including Prosper Print Shop or Southern Ink and Clay, who is playing a big part in the effort.
Originally, we had already had a design going for our own business, and Marcus wanted to sell his own design, so he came to us and said, hey, we want to sell to benefit the nonprofits as well as the local businesses.
Kristen Gilbert, the owner of the shop, experienced the challenges firsthand after opening her shop just shortly before the pandemic began.
Initially, we thought we were going to have to shut down, but since it's only my husband and I, and we don't have any other employees, we just continued to keep working since we just kind of go home and here. We print for a lot of local businesses, so we've seen a lot of them have to close down or just modify their businesses.
Proceeds from purchases of shirts and signs will go to support businesses such as Prosper Print Shop to help keep their doors open and eventually fill their parking lots back up. I'm Christina Folsom reporting for Eagle Nation News. Prosper.
Thank you so much for joining us. As Dr. Seuss once said, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. We just have 2 more weeks of school left, so keep powering through, Eagles. It'll be summer before you know it. I'm Grant Johnson. That's all the news you need to know for today. Remember to stay at least 6 feet away. We'll see you tomorrow.